This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Kurt Angle's coming off the road right after Backlash. Wade would write, Kurt Angle has been taken off the road so his body has time to recover. Unfortunately, Angle is facing chronic pain for the rest of his career, considering the condition of his damaged neck. For years, Angle has wrestled with a neck that is considered as bad, if not worse, than the condition of Steve Austin's. Austin is concerned about paralysis from one wrong bump, so he retired from active wrestling and is hesitant to even return for a match or two. Yet Angle is so driven to be considered the best of all-time pro wrestlers, and he realizes he hasn't secured that lofty position yet, so he continues to wrestle despite the risks. He reached a point on the European tour where he struggled to lift his suitcase at a hotel and openly admitted his daily pain was debilitating. Angle is known for working through incredible pain and has a reputation for wanting to please everyone, so when he admits to pain, it's considered extremely serious. As a result, WWE pulls Angle from the road after the European tour, and from this point on, he may never wrestle a true full-time year-round schedule again. Although given his drive and ability, for better or worse, to work through pain and injury after a few weeks off, he may try to wrestle again. Otherwise, it seems the best case scenario that he wrestles for stretches of time and then takes a stretch off. What do you remember about Kurt? He's coming to an end here in WWE. I don't think he's here very many more months before he has that famous meeting in front of the writers or whatever, and he pulls his pants down in front of Vince to show him, hey man, I've torn everything. I'm in bad shape here. But we're not quite there yet. Did you know, hey man, this thing's percolating. We got to do something for Kurt soon.
Yeah, and here's the thing. You don't know what you don't know.
Right. So
if Kurt isn't coming in and telling people, and he may tell people privately that he's hurting and that he's in pain, but I can tell you a lot of times in asking Kurt, how you doing? No, man, I'm fine. I'm great. No, I'm a little banged up or I hurt this. No, but I feel great today. I've been stretching out, and you don't know. And if you go and ask someone, you have to believe that they're telling you the truth. And if they're not telling you the truth, then you can only work on the information that you have.
Right.
And if, you send them to a doctor and then the doctor says they can't wrestle or they're, have this injury, tore something. Okay. Then you act on that. But, Kurt was one of those. Kurt's a double tough son of a bitch that would rap and go. No, man, I won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
Right.
It's not like this is for Kurt's first time to kind of conceal an injury and say, no, I'm fine, man. Let's go. And with a broken neck, could you imagine had Kurt not had a broken neck, how well Kurt would have done in the Olympics?
Or WWE. Like, how much better could you be?
Right. And he was the best in the world.
Yeah.
So, it's hard to grade on that curve. Okay, you're the best and you're damaged.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's pretty fucking good. So, but the point is I don't think that anybody knew until Kurt finally raised his hand and said, "Hey, I've got some issues over here."
Next up, we should mention Brock Lesnar has finally finished his legal battle with WWE. Wade would say neither side is allowed to talk, but both parties have issued statements saying they're satisfied with what appears to be a compromise. The wording from WWE indicates they feel they are substantially protected from Lesnar working for their competition. Lesnar's lawyer said that Lesnar will be able to pursue a living in his field. In other words, Lesnar probably can't wrestle on TV in the US for a certain period of time, but can wrestle overseas and participate in MMA fights. Of course, we know Brock is going to take a dabble over with New Japan Pro Wrestling and try his hand at MMA and do quite well in the UFC. What do you remember about this pissing contest finally coming to an end?
Sometimes you just reach a point of, enough and being done with it and you move on. And that's pretty much where we were at that point. It was, you protect your IP as much as you can, and you try to protect, that's why you have contracts, and do what you have to do. But then when it's over and you kind of, at some point you just got to move on.
Right.
And from our vantage point, that was something the lawyers were battling with, and that's not anything that we were in a day-to-day, what's the status there? Because there was never, at that point, there wasn't okay, well, he's coming back here. That wasn't what we were looking for. So I really didn't care.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.